So here there will be different types of operations is also presented in the hierarchical model. So what is the relational database? Means the model name as well as the sample hierarchical model. The data is mainly stored here and they can relate it to each other. So in that example, we can see the data is mainly sorted in a hierarchical way. It is an downward tree. As well as we can see, next one will be network model. Network model means what? The path or a access of all records, as well as network database. Maybe provide a multiple paths to locate individual records and a set of records. And the hierarchical relation among the data are represented by links. So here, how to, for example, let us see how to data can be defined in a network database. There are mainly the two database, say the customer details and account details. As per there, we can the record of customer details means field a customer name, customer address, and customer city. Add a record in a account field. Account. It will be contains the account number and balance. So type cost underscore details means record is mainly used. Customer name in a string, customer street in a string. See here will be the one another. So record is customer contact number means it is in integer format. Okay, same as the account detail we can enter. So see in that figure we can see it is a customer name, customer street address and city, their account number and account balance. Okay, so see the both if Sudha is that customer name, but it has a two accounts. Suppose that one account number is 644 and another customer account number is 800. Their account balance are both. What is physical data models? The physical data models means the data model is mainly different for a different databases. Means this model is mainly specify the tables and columns in the database. Okay, we can see in the last the integrity constraints. Integrity constraints means not a non-integrity constraint. Integrity constraints, referential integrity or a forensic constraint, as well as key constraints or a unique constraint. Not null means what? That will be not null. All data is mainly free here. So the integrity constraint means what? That integrity is mainly ensures that for each row in a table, okay, each row is mainly filled. Next we can see the operations. Okay, see here the set operation. That set operation is mainly defined the four different types of operations, just like a unique, intersection, set difference, and cross product. Unique means what? One of the binary set operation. The union operation is produce a relation that includes the tuples in a relation. Means what? Suppose R and S are the relations that has a two relations. It denotes the union operation between the two relations. Yes. Next, the union symbol is mainly used for the purpose. We can also perform the R union as it returns the Relation instances contains that all tuples and it occurs either relation in instances are contains instance is means both S or both R and S also. Next will be cross product. Means it returns the relation instance means that cross product operation sometimes is called as a Cartesian product. So conversion that fills just like S1 into S2 means it can be inherit the name from corresponding fields of S1 and S2. Next, the corresponding fields of S1 into S2 are unnamed and are referred to solely by position. C. The ID is listed as a parenthesis. Okay, and emphasize that the it not be inherited field. Corresponding domain is inherited. Okay, see their ID, their name, ratings, age. After that also ID. There will be ID and date. Next will be join. Join is when we use to combine the both tables. You see here R column A column B. See R join means column A equal to S dot S column A. See all that column A is mainly joined here. S dot S column. All that column is mainly shown here A, D, E. Only A, D, E data is mainly presented here. See A, D, E. In the R, A, D is mainly contains the 1, 3, and 5, and S table 1, 3, and 4. Okay. Natural join. Natural join means what? There will be the connected that relationship between the two tables as only for a specific object. See here, uh, in that example, two relations are there. One will be employee and another will be department. So employee join the department. Employee will be contains the name and ID. But in the department table, the department and managers are presented. Okay, as per their management name, means that employee is going to join the department. In that department, will become the manager name only. So next will be we can see the SQL. SQL means what? The structured query language. So what is structured query language? So in there will be it is mainly used to maintain the data related to our organization. Means it is in a systematic manner. It can be maintained easily using the SQL, that is the structured query language. This mainly managing, updating, accessing and perform the various operations there. So, so the structured query language it is standardized by the ANSI. ANSI means American National Standards Institute. So in the ISO and ISO also, ISO is the International Organization and standardize for the standardization. So SQL is mainly concerned the queries. What kind of queries? Suppose there will be presented a student data. So we want to access a specific student data. That roll number is suppose 10. How to access that record? How to write query for that? As all that things we can see in that chapter. See here, what is the use of SQL? querying the data, inserting, updating, and deleting in the table also, as well as creating, replacing, and alternating, as well as dropping the objects also. Next, we can see the controlling the access to database and its objects also, as well as it can be provide the consistency and integrity. So what are the different types of SQL statements? First will be DML statement. The DML statement are mainly used to select, insert, update, and delete data in the database. Next will be DDL. DDL means what? The data definition language. So the DDL statements are mainly used to create, alter, and drop the data in the database. Next will be DCL. DCL means data control language. So all the DCL statements are mainly used to database administration. That is the grant, Denny. Denny is mainly used only the server, as well as revoke also. Data types in the SQL. So data types in SQL are different. First will be integer. Next is numeric. See here, there will be data type, their syntax, their storage size, and their comments or explanation. Integer means what? It is a 4 byte data, means integer numericals. Next will be numeric. Numeric is where P is a precision value and S is a scale value. Decimal means our decimal value. In the float, we can store the floating value, as well as main important thing is integer, float, decimal, char, text, date, time. See, all that have a different types of their syntax, as well as their storage size are also different. Char is mainly used to fix a length as a character string also. Date is mainly used to store the year, month, and day. Time is mainly stored in the hour, minute, and second. See here, it is a query structure. Query is mainly divided into three parts, just like a select, from, and where. See, select part means we can use the select attribute of a table, means that column name. Second, we want to select the data, as well as last one is filter that data. See that example. Select. See here, select. We can use the asterisk for the selection of row from table, rows or columns for a table. Select roll number, comma student name, comma class from student, where student name equal to Paresh. So that actual data is mainly printed here. The attribute is referred in a row. Attribute means the relational attribute. Okay, the above query, select the student roll number, student name, stud means what? The student table object. Select stud dot roll number, comma stud dot student name, comma stud dot class from student, stud where stud dot stud name equal to Paresh. Okay, the data is mainly presented. Next, it's select. Select is mainly present the row or a column values in that student table. Okay, select the roll number. Select starts from student means what? That whole data. Here, that whole data is mainly shown in there. Okay, for for that query only. SQL select distinct statements means what? Select distinct column name from that table. Suppose the student table, that column name will be the address or that field. Okay. See here, the about table city column duplicate. So we want to select the distinct used by query as follows. Select distinct city from student. See that all column name are mainly presented. No duplicate entry is mainly printed here. Only the Mumbai, Nashik, Pune, Mumbai. The Nashik, Pune, Mumbai. Only on that primary entries are mainly printed here. So today we can stop here. In the next lecture we can see link operation as well as SQL order key, and next will be check constraints and one example of that student table. Okay.